How many moles? Okay, how many moles of chlorine are required to react 2.5 mole of calcium to produce calcium chloride? So like munga question 2. Question 2 ifuna equation. Isi anakuna question 1. Like question 1 is about question equation. They will ask you about an element or a compound without telling you how that element came or that compound came, or maybe nature so at you equation. It is straightforward. But this one talking about how many moles of chlorine are required, meaning chlorine, the moles of chlorine are required to react with calcium. So we have to react calcium with what? Chlorine. So that when the equation is at so we are saying that calcium, okay, Ca reacting with what? Chlorine. Don't forget that chlorine, it is the diatomic. So apart from Ka2. So failure to write this chlorine Ka2 up, when balls and represent balls in Jesus' name. So this one plus this one are going to have calcium what? Chloride. Why am I doing that? Yeah. So since I explained that okay, since calcium Ka2, when I'm going to so you don't have to balance this. Maybe I was supposed to each balance with direct. We have one calcium, one calcium. We have two chlorine, two chlorine. Okay? So you have to make sure that we're balanced. If you left hand side and right hand side. We have balance according to the law of conservation of matter. So since now that we've written the equation, let us now read the equation again. How many moles of chlorine are required to react 2.5 mole of calcium? Okay, so at first 2.5 moles of what? Calcium. So calcium in a 2.5 mole. Okay, so we have the number of moles ya chlorine. So chlorine we don't have. We don't have a chlorine, but we have this one. Okay. Okay, so to produce calcium chloride. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the what? The balanced equation. Okay, so the balance between calcium and what? Chlorine. So what my numbers are not so balancing. Suppose I percent 3 up by 4. These numbers that we use when balancing the equations, they react as number of moles from the first stage. We understand that? Yeah. So meaning they react as number of moles from the first stage. Then there's always the second stage where we're being given now the actual number of what? Moles. So but forget about 3 and 4 in my example. Now let us talk about the original equation. What was the number which was used here to balance this equation? What is that? 1. It invisible. My Batman is going by 1. Mr. Nasanga? My Batman is going by 1. So then now we're going to say, okay, so what is the number of moles from the first stage of calcium? 1. Number of moles of chlorine from the first stage? 1. What is the number of moles of calcium? 2.5. Here we don't have. We have what? X. So we're going to say cross multiplier. X times 1 are going to have X, okay, which is chlorine, equals to 2.5 times 1, which is what? 2.5 more. So meaning your answer was in here. Depends on the answer. Upper is the number of moles. Suppose if they wanted to find the mass of chlorine, okay, you'd have used this one now, number of moles mass. By applying that formula, we can go up by using the equation. Sima problem yonse yafuna ma formulas sima problem yonse yafuna ma equation. Understand that? So like a person apply formula. Yafuna equation. Then I was yafuna ma formula. Same there are some things that if you want to make them like realistic, you need it requires to take some miracles or maybe a miracle to happen. But still, like for example, if you want to put your man's the program about your man's choke up, you have to put up on the kum. Often a miracle, whenever we are going to do our thing. What's understand that? Why,